I want to share with you 7 steps that you can grow your one-person business to $1 million and acquire the skills you need in order for you to be able to design the life that you want. Now, within the 7 steps, we want to think first on the community. So the community is very competitive right now. You can see on School, you can see on Kajabi, you can see on Go High Level, or many other platforms as well. Community has become a thing since the Facebook groups. So what you want to do is for you to build a competitive angle and also develop a group of which people are going to support your business, you need to be able to interact with them consistently. So you want to prioritize the belonging and or people meeting with each other and or people having fun building something together in order for you to build a very competitive community and have an advantage of you outperforming other communities within other platforms that you see out there. So you want to choose a specific niche. From that specific niche, you want to choose a audience within that niche, like a segment of it. And from there, you want to invite people into the community, either to purchasing a workshop, purchasing a low ticket offer, or any other course or program that you have, and then start gathering at least once a week in a live workshop. Gather everyone together, do something together, build something together, and get the community's feedback on that project. And with that, they feel that they're more immersed within what you are building. And with that value, you start seeing people want to build more with you and start therefore advertising your group to other people. And because probably they have friends, they have connections, they have an email newsletter or something else. And later on, you can invite them to, hey, if you want to help me build my community, you can refer other people for a commission. Okay, so that's how you stand out and build something more for the long term, of which you can have a competitive community and take advantage of it as well. The second thing you want to do is have a product. So once you have a product based on your audience or community's information or data, you can understand exactly what you need to build and exactly what it is that people want to achieve. So you want to learn from them, you want to ship the product, okay, and measure how it performs. And with that, you want to make sure that you're doing it every single week. So every single workshop or every single maybe week or two, you're posting out a survey or a poll to understand what people want, what they don't like, what they're achieving within the community, etc., etc. And this will give you a DA generation. They will give you insight on doing some research. It can even help you plan what other topics you're going to talk about on YouTube or on a live workshop. You can create prototypes of it. You can start resourcing ideas and or talents and or skills. You can commercialize the group and promote other people's product within the group, even the own group's members product. And you can start executing and or a build a strategy together how you guys can grow the community even further. Okay, so the product should be that you're going to help them achieve their outcome, but in return, they're going to help you grow the group. Okay, so that's what the product needs to entail. In my case, how I personally, implement that within my course is that when people join the newsletter or even the course, if they refer people from their contacts list or their community to my course, they get a commission, or if they decided that they're part of my newsletter and they want to refer other people to the newsletter, they also get like new lead magnets, coupon code for the merch, etc., etc. So I have different areas of getting people into the community or the circle, and therefore compensating them for referring people to me as well. Now, the third thing you want to think about is the audience. It's the first founders focus on tech, second time founders focus on distribution. So what you want to think about, if you are a business owner, you have a community, you have a group, you have a newsletter, etc., who is this core thing for, the core topic, core expertise, your core skills? Who is it for? And once you know that, you're going to choose two platforms that you're going to focus on. I would recommend you personally focus on YouTube as one of them, as the core, and then as a side, I would say the second option would be either LinkedIn or Instagram. Okay. Now there are other people that prefer TikTok. There are other people that prefer podcasting. Some other people prefer newsletter. I normally do YouTube, Instagram, and my newsletter. Those three I focus on. I don't focus on LinkedIn. I don't focus on any other stuff. The reason I didn't do that is because it's gonna consume a lot of my time. I prefer to have time freedom and basically systemize everything. So if you're smart, you probably would focus on that as well, because you see that then you focus on the things you truly love. You just do things just for the sake of it. Okay, so try to build something that you know you are good at. Try to build something that you know you can attract an audience for, and combine it with something that people want. Okay, that should be the key. And once you have the system, again, you can use scheduling softwares. You can use Tweemax for the X or Twitter. You can use Twilio for LinkedIn. Webflow if you want to do as a web design. I personally recommend you to use Beehive because you can also let other people promote your newsletter. You can use ConvertKit or TubeBuddy, okay, for YouTube. So those are some tech tools and I recommend you. But other than that, you want to make sure that you have those in place. 4, you want to start with organic content and then build your build your way towards working on newsletter. Okay, so if you don't post anything online, you won't get traffic. So I recommend you focus on organic through doing YouTubes. Maybe you can have a tool or AI software to turn those YouTube videos into reels. Then you want to promote them in a much more in-depth manner in your newsletter. And within your newsletter, at the bottom or in the middle, etc., you refer your offer. You can use this as a flywheel built within a funnel in order for you to close, leads on automation. I personally start with a funnel and then build out into a flywheel. So meaning people come from social media, they work their way up into a streamline of funnels. Um, Funnel is basically like a step-by-step process. And then at the end of that funnel, I push them into a flywheel. So that flywheel is basically a 90-day, I would say, a 90-day system that has on a weekly basis many different offers going out. So one week it's an offer, another week it's another offer, etc. for 90 days. And then I just keep cycling them through the offer because each offer has a limited quantity. So the idea would be to push people through all the offers to see what it is that people want to buy. If it's a lead generation product, if it's a funnel building product, if it's a newsletter building product, if it's a traffic ads building product, if it's an Instagram product, if it's a course, coaching, or one-on-one call, etc., etc. So you have everything mixed up to each other. Okay, so as you can see by the organic process here, you can do 1 podcast a week, 2 newsletter a week, 14 short forms a week, 4 long forms, 10 short forms, 1 long form, 7 long forms, etc., etc. So you can kind of combine this into a system, into a process of which it makes it so much more easier for you. To understand my own process, my process is very simple. It starts with a research ideation process, goes into a carousel and reel process. I take the carousel, I turn it into a YouTube video like I'm doing right now here and sharing much more data for you guys. Those two combine, the carousel and the YouTube video, I put it into my newsletter, and then the reels, I simply send the reels information into my beginning of the funnel to get leads. Where when they get lead, when people come to my funnel to learn more, and I get a lead, I send them a lead magnet. Okay, so I have like more than 25 types of lead magnet. Every lead magnet targets a specific, I would say, a problem. Right? It might be to grow LinkedIn, it might be to grow Instagram, grow YouTube or something like that. So everything targets a different pain points, and I swap between them. Okay, so you might go to my link today, you find a lead magnet like A. It might be maybe you go next week, you find lead magnet B, and it keeps going like that. Okay, so it swaps between the lead magnets every single week. Now, in order for me to do that, I need to have systems in place. Therefore, I created automations, and this allows me to either automate the process or delegate, okay? Because I have, again, systems. And what do I use? Well, basically I have here like priority, and again, when I talk about like having the priorities within the list, I'm talking more as to the offer, like priority pass, which is my offer. So I have my offer built into the system. You can use Webflow, ConvertKit, Kajabi, ChatGPT, Zapier, etc., and even Notion dashboard. I personally use Notion. I use Figma. I use Wise, also Stripe. And when it comes to ChatGPT, I also use that a lot. and or the priority pass product, etc. I try to use my platforms all in one, which is Beehive. The reason I use Beehive again is because I have access to a lot of people's newsletter, and a lot of people that have access to my newsletter can promote my newsletter and get paid for it. So if you are considering getting paid for referring people to me, you can also do that. You simply go to my bio link, you find my Beehive access information through my newsletter. Okay, because once you get into my newsletter, I show you where you can find it, and I can explain to you how you can get paid. This is how easy it is for you to earn the next like $1,000 within the next 30 days, because you refer people to me and I pay you. That's it. As simple as that. And not only that, but if you think about it, you can even purchase the product and resell it as well. So there's many ways you can do that. But the key here is to have fun doing it by building a process. Most people come to me, they come to me as last resort because they say, Renal, I tried so many other stuff out there. I bought coaches, I bought done for you, I bought this, I bought that, etc. But nothing has given me result. And I'm asking them like, okay, but what did you actually do when you were there? Oh, I this coach didn't teach me this, or I tried doing that, didn't work, etc., etc. I'm like, but have you built a system around it? No, just been told to do this, and they went to do it, and it doesn't work. I'm like, but it doesn't work like that. So I don't understand why coaches do that for people paying like 5, 10, 15K. On other side, if you don't build a system where you can monetize your leads, it's not gonna work out because again, if you're not selling your product, how are you getting paid? And if you think about it for a moment, if you're not gonna pay because you're not selling your product, you need to get paid at least for, I would say, promoting other people's stuff. Okay, so think about it for a moment. If you don't sell your product, you're selling someone else's stuff, but you need to monetize one of the two ways. If you're not monetizing neither way, it's not going to work out. Okay, so you need to have fun building the system, promoting other people's stuff, promoting your own stuff, and with that, it becomes a flywheel. It becomes like one helping each other out. Everyone is winning. Everyone is making money. Okay, so the leads, they get whatever they want. You make a money for whatever they get, and your partner, people that are promoting you, also get paid for sending people to you. Okay, this is how you basically break the ice towards making money online. And you get rid of the, digital detox, because literally there's a bunch of fluff out there. You also, again, you build real friends because you get to meet people that really want to help you and that you also want to work with. And of course, you join a community that you have fun building something together. Okay, so the last thing I want to emphasize is systems. If you don't have systems, you probably cannot reach any mission that you have. You cannot build any values. You cannot build any vision. You need, again, all these things within your system. Okay, so you need a mission, vision, value, onboarding, task, community, websites, newsletter, etc. Within the priority pass, we systemize all of this and we do this step by step. My core focus is, again, is media. This is one. Second, it's copy. These are the two things that will help you a lot. Within the priority pass, once you get in, you'll focus a lot on copy. Then you start focusing on the systems. And then once you have those two set up, or at least you have them building, you're being proactive and you're building them out, then you focus on media, which is the video production. Okay, so again, these are the things I would highly recommend you. It's 10 core tasks that you need to build within your business in order to grow your one-person business and start generating leads and selling your offer. So appreciate it for watching this video. If you have any comment, leave it down in the comment section. Other than that, check out the bio link. You'll find more information about my offer. Take care.